Hello there, I'm Pete Howard, and thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. Are you holding your breath? Oh my God, because this thing will strike you breathless. Huh? It's not the first one I video blog, but look at this. This is the smaller size. Gunther Kieser's masterwork concert poster, the German graphic artist, and who created this, and it's from January 1969, used only in Germany. And it's, you know, what can you say? Perhaps it's the most famous and greatest tour blank in rock concert poster history, that being, of course, with a central art theme carrying over several dates, and then, you know, for each stop on the tour, down there in the bottom area, or the top sometimes, not with this, but it's filled in with the venue information, the date and the ticket price, and so forth. I've covered tour blanks a lot in this video blog. But the funny thing is, this is just a handful of German dates in January 1969, plus one in Austria and one in France. And I don't know if this poster crossed the border and ones were made for those two gigs. I do not know. Now, I mentioned a previous blog of this very poster. Believe it or not, it's barely fitting in the frame, but this is the smaller size. I did blog the larger size. They made two sizes for advertising posters before the concert to sell tickets. And the larger one was from Frankfurt, Germany, that I blogged, and that's about 33 by 47 inches, and this is the smaller size, if you will, at about 24 by 33 inches. So those are the two sizes that were used to advertise those German dates, and this is not to be confused at all or mixed up with the merch poster from Stuttgart, which has the wrong date on it just to really set it off as a merch poster and not an advertising piece. But boy, here you have this beauty, a new little top to bottom for you, although it's a very familiar image. It is a bit rough, the condition. It was used to sell tickets, after all, long time ago, and it does have cellophane tape at both the top and the bottom. Then, of course, the usual wear and tear, creases and things like that throughout. But boy, I'll tell you, the man of the hour, well, of course, besides Jimmy's the man of the hour, isn't he? But as far as talking poster art, it is this Gunther Kieser gentleman and his magnificent wire hair design. I mean, for gosh sake, this has just got to be the most, you know, powerful, electrifying, iconic, even influential image, for heaven's sake, and certainly one of the most enduring and recognizable concert poster images ever, right? I mean, along with what, Skull and Roses and Flying Eyeball from San Francisco scene, you know, it's just, everybody sort of knows it and recognizes it. In fact, it even transcends concert posters, I think. I think it's an iconic piece of 60s pop culture art, period, and undoubtedly museums have displayed this, I would think, over the years many times. So as you can see there at the top, it is white lettering that says Jimi Hendrix there, and you've got the Experience in white lettering as well. And it's interesting because Experience and Heir Apparent down there at the bottom are actually printed over Kieser's artwork in this case. And if you refer back to my other blog, on the bigger poster, they're actually down in that white striped venue information, Experience and Heir Apparent. Heir Apparent, of course, being the support band, the opening act. And so they're, you know, they're not over the artwork, and they're naturally in black ink because they're in the white area. So that's kind of an interesting difference. And another small difference, if you look there at the top in the upper left in white on this poster, it does say presented by Lippmann and Rau in white, and on the big poster, that part is in black. So I'll bet you're just itching to see the bottom venue information, because that's the real stuff that just isn't seen very often. And there you have it. Look at that. It's a relatively thin white stripe. And interesting, there's 5 columns there with information about getting tickets, and they're for sale. Of course, it's all in German, naturally. And not to worry, I'll spare you any attempts to, you know, translate it, or rather not translate it, but to speak it in broken German. That would be pretty funny. But it does say, let's take it, let's say, I guess, one column at a time. And for that, I will shift my body over here. And in the first column, it just says, there we go, the cellophane tape, a little bit reflective. It does say simply Thursday, January 16th of 69 at 6 and 9 p.m. And then in the second column there, we'll round that all up, move it around so it's visible. It does say Nuremberg, which of course South Central City in Germany. I'm so excited about this thing, I talk too fast. And then the venue is Meistersingerhalle. That translates to Master Singer Hall. Often was used with choirs in this particular case. And then tickets are 6 Deutschmarks, and then it says Im Vorverkauf bei, which translates to advance tickets at. Okay, getting to the third column there, I guess that would be the exact middle column. It gives the address and phone number of the venue's main ticket office, the Meister Singer Holly's main ticket office. Yeah, that was pretty quick. And then in the fourth column, which actually sort of like runs into the fifth column as well, there's some information that goes across. It's not just strictly vertical. But in the fourth column, there are other locations, including a general main big central ticket office in Nuremberg, where sold tickets for everything, plus outlets in the towns of Fürth and Bonhof. And then finally, last but not least, in the lower right there, you've got arrangement concert director Wolf, which is most likely probably a company and not some guy named Wolfgang just really shortening his name. It's interesting. There's a lot of there's abbreviations on here and stuff that we just don't know what they mean. Like that ABB. It's ABR, excuse me. It's just, it's hard to make out. But I would like to give a shout out to my German friend Annetta, who helped me with a lot of these translations and meetings. So, oh boy, what a tour blank, huh? Boy, I'll tell you, in America, when tour blanks were made, often on cardboard, but not always, psychedelic tour blanks and stuff were on paper, they would be used for weeks or months at a time. And you had a good design, you just ran with it for a whole tour. Well, Europe's a lot smaller than America, and it's sort of a shame that this one was used for only a grand total, this tour blank, of 10 days. Maybe I'm a day or two off, maybe it's 12 days, I'm not sure, but in researching this, I get about 10 out of it, so, my goodness, well, just makes it a harder collector's item for us to chase, but boy, is it worth it. So, what a masterwork, what a masterpiece, and what a beautiful Jimmy poster. So, whew, next one won't be as good no matter what I show you. So thanks a lot for dropping by, and have a good day. Whew, and we'll see you next time for something soon. Bye-bye.